Hello and good day. This is Punchline. We are First News Nation. On Punchline, we discuss national politics, and I am Sami Ajufo. It's always a privilege to have you join our channel every time we have a new political discussion to bring to the table. Ladies and gentlemen, we also implore you to join us on all our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as YouTube. You could also move further, enable notifications on all these platforms I just mentioned at First News Nation. So every time we have a new show, you will know simply by clicking the bell, the notification tab on any of these platforms I just mentioned. Once again, I am Sami Ajufo. Let's go for a very short break. When we get back, we talk about the meat of the matter. Welcome back. It's still Punchline. I'm still Sami Ajufo. Barring any inexplicable reason, any unforeseen circumstances, except for an act of God, the duo of Senators Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashim Shettima, both former governors of Lagos and Borno State respectively, currently the President-elect and Vice President-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, come May 29th, 2023, will be sworn in as President and Vice President respectively to serve 4-year tenures between 2023 to 2027, unless, for instance, the Presidential Election Tribunal, as well as the Court of Appeal, as well as the Supreme Court, all in the space of 24 to 26, 27 or 28 days, deliver judgment that will not be in the favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashim Shettima. Except for that, they will be sworn in as President and Vice President at Eagle Square in Abuja. Whether you like it or not, that's the situation that will take place. They have received their certificate of return, and the same May 29th across many states in Nigeria, state governors will be sworn in. Senators will also be sworn in sometime later in June. Members of the State House of Assembly will also be sworn in to their respective positions. President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu just returned from France after a vacation, and is just returned in time to attend his own inauguration. While the proceedings of the Election Tribunal will be a strong focus for the new president-elect, the tussle for who will become the Senate President and the Speaker of the 10th Assembly will be foremost on his mind. Yes, the battle is between former Governor of Abia State and current Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Ojus Okalu, as well as former Governor of Akwa Ibom State, former Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, and a former Senator himself, I'm talking about Godswill Akpabio, will also be vying for Senate President. From the Northwest, rumors are that the Speaker might be coming from the Northwest. Well, we'll watch to see how that goes, but that will be a serious focus for the President-elect, as well as the composition of the Presidential Transition Council, which has been inaugurated by President Buhari, a 20-man strong council, which request was sent to the President-elect to nominate members. He has nominated some names to be members of the council as will ensure a smooth transition from the Buhari government to the Tinubu government. Now, there have been some hue and cry about the composition of the Transition Council. Many people feel it doesn't have national coloration. Many people feel it doesn't reflect what we always call a national unity or federal character. From the southwest east of Nigeria, representation has not been seen on the Presidential Transition Council, which is brings the question again: is what many of these people think is what happened during the Buhari administration going to repeat itself in the Tinubu administration? Well, I'm also asking: does it really matter whether you have a national coloration for the Presidential Transition Council? Shouldn't we be waiting for what the ministerial list will look like, or composition of boards and ministries, departments, and agencies? Shouldn't that be where everyone should be looking out for federal character? But as usual, these things happen in Nigeria. Tinubu is set to inherit a country with a back-breaking debt profile, badly beaten economy, deepening unrest, and widespread insecurity. A nation with citizens with an age-long mistrust of government, and the citizenry who are still at odds with his emergence, as well as his mental in physical capability, and his very, very controversial past. He's going to be faced with a lot of these questions in the first 4 years of his administration. Outgoing President Muhammadu Buhari, in recent speeches, has come out to absolve himself and apologize for things he feels Nigerians feel he has wronged them, that he has not given his best. Well, he has apologized. He has several times said he's not going to stay a day longer and is longing to return to Katsina State, Daura, his hometown, after he finishes his 8-year tenure. That's what he's been saying. He's been apologizing in recent time, making a lot of speeches about how he is really ready to retire. Well, he has to retire, and that's how it's going to be. Well, as the national economy continues to tank, reports of a final removal of fuel subsidy is in the air, and it's set to lead Nigerians to having that same thinking. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is set to lead the people who are used to the economic shocks, who are used to the fact that the economy has been very, very terrible in the past 8 years, who is used to the fact that the people have a very strong mistrust of government policies and government plans. Nothing surprises them again. So for the next 4 years, they'll probably be at, whatever happens. We've seen this for 8 years. This 4 years is going to make 12 years. Nothing has changed. The Naira is still falling. The economy is tanking. Price of goods still getting high. We're seeing inflation rates rising. Cost of doing business is also becoming a terrible thing. The price of petroleum is going up. Insecurity is widespread. Kidnappings here and there. We're just coming out of Naira redesign policy that really brought Nigeria to his knees. So Nigerians have taken a beating. These are the people Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be leading for the next 4 years, barring any other thing that takes place in Nigeria, in a country that has been bedeviled by insecurity crisis, the kind of which even a former military general who served as president for 8 years was unable to solve. We're going to see how that works. He has his work cut out for him, and that's Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So after May 29th, the question is, can he deliver? Will he change anything for Nigerians? Whatever happens with his health and whatever, is he capable enough to take Nigeria to the next level, the true next level? I'm Sami Ajufo. Our job here at First News Nation and Punchline is always to bring the truth and, of course, discuss national politics. We'll be here again for next episode. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week and stay safe.